It's time once again to find out just who is the king and queen of the cage. 12 women and 12 men compete in their respective qualifying matches to determine who will enter the Elimination Chamber for a shot at the Queen of the Cage Championship or the King of the Cage Championship. The previous holder of the King of the Cage Championship, Bray Wyatt, relinquished the title after becoming Universal Champion. So, let's get things going.
The genius of the sky.
The following contest is a steel cage match. Making her way to the ring from Tokyo, Japan, Io Shirai.
Michael, you had the chance to call Io Shirai's first matches in WWE as part of the Mae Young Classic. Do you have any particular insight to bring to us tonight?
Absolutely. Io Shirai is a one-of-a-kind talent, and that's apparent from the second the bell rings.
Well, you're absolutely right. In such a short time in NXT, she's already made waves in the women's division with her incomparable in-ring skill and her no-nonsense attitude.
Let's see if making waves can lead to making wins and making money, though.
And from Yamaguchi, Japan, Kairi Sane!
We've seen some crazy steel cage matches in the past, and guys, this one should be no different.
And keep in mind, this is among the most taxing matches in all of WWE. Regardless of the outcome here tonight, these superstars will be feeling the effects of this steel cage for quite some time.
Steel cage action kicking off here, guys.
Face first. Setting up.
If it's locked in, it could be nap time.
The Pirate Princess. What? Not today, guys.
I can't believe she broke out of that, Michael.
Plenty of fight left.
She is ready for a fight tonight.
Scoop slam.
Driving knee.
I just love steel cage matches.
Followed by the axe kick.
Oh, a drop kick.
On the mark.
Narrowly avoiding trouble.
Yeah, that could have been bad. Tilt-a-whirl head scissors. Double underhook applied. Up and
Stomping. Ouch. It took less than a month for Kairi Sane to immediately become one of WWE's top talents. And she did so by winning the first ever Mae Young Classic.
driving knee.
Boom! Axe kick by Sane. Ew, twisting the body.
She better do something fast. Ah, she gets out of it.
She has renewed life now, Michael.
And here we go from behind.
German suplex.
9. Got the leg.
Bang and screw.
That'll tear your knee up. Such a dynamic maneuver from Sane.
Kairi Sane is so much fun to watch. Situations like this usually don't end very pleasantly.
No, someone call a dentist.
Sane scoops her up. Ooh, impressive counter.
Kairi Sane might get an early 3 count. Easily kicks out of that one.
Not yet, too early.
much more of this.
Well, she's as good as done. She's walking the plank, so to speak. It's going to be a minor miracle if she turns it around.
Kairi Sane needs a comeback, but the Pirate Princess has what it takes to right the ship.
I wish someone would shoot you with a cannonball, Byron.
Caught.
Uh-oh.
Dragon screw. Octopus stretch locked in. This could be it. She fights out.
That doesn't mean the damage wasn't already done, Michael. Reverses. Can she take advantage?
Driving knee.
Boom! Axe kick by Sane.
Oh, a drop kick.
On the mark.
Nice armbar stretch. Very painful. That's how you punish your opponent.
Boom! Did you hear the impact? This could do it. The resolve this woman is showing right now is absolutely unreal. She steers clear there. Jack.
Sane scoops her up.
Michinoku driver. Look at this.
Snap suplex. Beautiful kick.
Oh, targeting the stomach.
Got the leg. Oh! Dragon whip connects.
She's looking a bit out of it here. Oh, no.
And look at the quickness by Sane.
Oh, lights out.
Shoulders down.
1, 2, 3.
Yes! Sane takes it. I knew she could do it.
Here is your winner, Kairi Sane!
Nice win. Got to be happy with that performance.
Big win for the Pirate Princess, Kairi Sane. W marks the spot for her tonight.
It'll be interesting to see the fallout following this big singles win here tonight. Oh, Corey, relax!
The following contest is a steel cage match. Making her way to the ring from Columbus, Ohio, Alexa Bliss.
Remember the good old days when Alexa Bliss would toss glitter and smile and make you feel good?
The one-woman wrecking ball is ready to roll.
She has all the potential in the world.
And representing the tribe from Adelaide, Australia, Rhea Ripley.
One of the most powerful women in all of WWE. Set a new standard of brutality in her match against Toni Storm at NXT UK TakeOver Blackpool.
She became the first ever NXT UK Women's Champion. Steel cage matches have been around in one form or another since 1936, but these modern WWE superstars take it to a level no one could have dreamed of.
Well, you're about old enough, aren't you, Cole? Did you call those matches back then?
Yeah, and up with that ancient history, Corey, let's talk about these superstars in the ring here and now. What do they have to do to win here?
It's best to play to your strengths. If you're agile...
Oh, it's not going to be pretty! Go to sleep quickly! The cover! 1, 2... And she kicks out at 2.
She got the shoulder up. That's all that counts.
Outstanding focus by Alexa Bliss.
What do we got here?
Into the STO. That's a good way to make your presence felt.
Goddess in control.
STO. Bliss in full control. DDT.
Leave the night light on for her, because this is over.
But now, can Alexa Bliss capitalize?
Oh, right in the mat, face first.
That certainly wasn't pretty. Kick to the midsection, sunset flip, sunset bomb.
Alexa Bliss is actually kind of impressive here.
You surprised?
Alexa's...
Abdominal stretch. It's locked in.
This is a great way to wear down your opponent.
Drop kick.
Hits the mark.
This is some great offense by Alexa Bliss.
Oh, stomping away.
Bang, nice contact there.
Flashback. Oh, this is not good at all. The pendulum backbreaker stretch.
Yikes.
Goddess in control.
STO.
No, right in the mat, face first.
That certainly wasn't pretty.
Abdominal stretch. It's locked in.
This is a great way to wear down your opponent.
Snap suplex, very effective.
Enough already.
Leg lariat with the arm wrench, very nice.
Attack to the midsection.
Rhea's ready here. This is about over. I love this.
Time. We might just be seconds away from the end. Things do... The steel cage match is over, and she'll never be the same.
Here is your winner, Rhea Ripley.
It wasn't pretty, but a win's a win. And talk about displaying a never-say-die attitude. It was as if winning was the only option here tonight.
What a match that was, ladies and gentlemen.
The head baddie in charge is in the building.
The following contest is a steel cage match. Making her way to the ring from Fontana, California, Mia Yim.
Like her entrance theme states, Mia Yim considers herself the HBIC.
Language, Saxton.
Well, get your mind out of the gutter, Corey. HBIC stands for Head Baddie in Charge.
No, it doesn't.
As someone who also calls herself the Blasian Baddie, Yim is essentially putting everyone on notice that none of them are badder than her.
I have a fundamental rule in my life. Never trust anyone who gives themselves a nickname, let alone multiple nicknames.
Words to live by from the savior of misbehavior, ladies and gentlemen. A multi-time champion and already one of the all-time greats. Already a legend.
From the Queen City, Charlotte Flair.
And here we go with what will undoubtedly...
What's the Queen got in mind now, Byron?
How about natural selection?
Close the book on this one. There may be no coming back from that slam, Cole.
Not sure what made her think now was a good time for a pin attempt.
Really just laying it in.
Avoiding trouble there. An aggressive takedown does its job.
Hey, Byron.
What's that?
Protect your neck.
Shoulders down for the count. Very curious move to go for a pinfall at this point.
She powered out there, Michael.
Oh, man.
Good grief.
Turn your lights out.
Oh, my. Down with authority.
Go behind.
Oh, what a German suplex. Up and down. Brutal.
It's starting to come together in a big way.
Momentum has clearly swung her way.
She's got a long way to go before she should be thinking about a pinfall victory here.
Up and face first.
Flapjack.
Plenty of fight left.
Still seems a little early. Charlotte Flair calls herself the Queen of WWE, but it does make you wonder, what exactly is a queen without a royal court?
A queen without a royal court is still a queen, Saxton. Maybe crack open a history book once in a while so you don't embarrass yourself and the rest of us again like that next time. Just asking.
And here's an early cover. Charlotte gets the shoulder up.
Not yet.
Oh, man, that hurt the back. Spine rattling. Oh, and another strong kick. Oh, he's got him up high.
Going for the ride.
The follow-away slam.
Up and down. Brutal.
Charlotte finds herself in a tough spot.
She needs to turn the tide here.
An incredible combination.
Oh, goodness, that looked bad.
Oh, what a kick.
Ooh.
And here we go from behind.
Suplex.
Snapmare.
Not safe yet.
She's got the shoulders down. And there's a kick at it, too.
Charlotte makes her daddy proud every time she steps into the ring.
Nasty attack to the neck.
Charlotte is really feeling the pain that's been dealt out so far.
Yeah, this could be the end of the road for her.
Charlotte needs to utilize some of that famous Flair stamina to get back in this.
I agree with you.
Incredible combo.
She got out of the way there. Her evasion techniques are on point. She's gaining momentum here, guys.
She continues to press forward. Vicious knee.
With that and this has got to be it.
1, 2, 3, no! Jeez. I would have sworn that would be it. She's calling her out.
Here it comes, Mia Yim. She calls this.
That's gotta be it.
2. And the pinfall gets him the win.
Here is your winner, Mia Yim.
A very decisive victory here tonight.
If this outcome becomes a pattern for Charlotte, her future's going to look very, very bleak.
I don't think that's going to be the case, Corey.
You don't get paid to think.
And it's matches like this one that make SmackDown such a success. Thank you so much for joining us.
This is her house.
The following contest is a steel cage match. Making her way to the ring from Norwich, England, Paige!
Without a doubt, Paige has changed this entire women's division. Heck, she's changed the entire WWE.
Guys, remember on Raw a few years ago when Paige made her WWE debut and won the Women's Championship?
A truly unforgettable night, not only for Paige, but the entire WWE Universe. Paige has revolutionized the game since that very night.
And it was that night where we began the transformation from the Divas Revolution to the Women's Evolution.
Here comes the EST, gentlemen.
And from Knoxville, Tennessee, Bianca Belair!
Bianca Belair is a superstar who impresses me whenever she steps into the ring. She's improving every time she steps into that ring.
I can sense a yeah, but coming, Saxton, so just spit it out.
Well, but I wish she didn't rely on underhanded tactics and shortcuts to guarantee wins. She's so talented, so athletic, so strong. She should rely on her skills to win.
Bianca Belair uses her head in the ring. If that means using her braid for leverage, then so be it. It's not her fault her opponents have less impressive hair.
Some people are saying she's at the top of her game right now. Corey, would you agree with that statement?
You know what, Cole? I don't think I've ever been more impressed by her than I am right now. She really has elevated her game to a whole new level in recent weeks.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hop.
Bianca Belair, big move coming.
Here we go again.
Pile pile driver.
This could be the chance she was looking for. Can that beat Paige?
She's got a long way to go before she should be thinking about a pinfall victory here. I just love steel cage matches.
Whip her with her own hair.
Look at Paige here. Boom, what impact.
Harsh impact.
To your point about Bianca's hair, Byron, I do think...
Rampage! Now that is the kind of move that wins matches.
Hey, what goes up must come down. Great technical prowess from Bianca Belair.
Inverted suplex. Stomping down.
Yikes, that'll either wake you up or knock you out.
Looks like Paige is starting to slip a bit.
She came into this cage match ready to give as good as she gets.
Oh, targeting the stomach.
Oh! Right to the back.
Oh, look! We're about to see it!
Down with a face buster. Oh, what's this gonna be?
Wheelbarrow!
Can't prepare your face for that.
Face buster!
Oh, it could be nap time.
She works her way out of the hold.
And I don't know how. That was locked in pretty good.
Set up for the Russian leg sweep.
Nicely done.
She's in full control now.
Oh, great display of strength with the suplex.
That's unique, Corey. This is not where you want to be. Oh, trying to dislocate the shoulder. This match is wearing her down.
Yeah, she's still standing, but the damage has been dealt.
Hair pull mat slam.
And no luck against Bianca Belair there. Ouch.
And this has just been a hellacious match inside this Hell in a Cell. Oh, she's not looking good here.
The first thing she needs to do is somehow get out of that corner.
Boot right in the jaw.
Be it.
Oh, straight forearm.
Great technical prowess from Bianca Belair.
She's got her. Ah, what a neck breaker. She's going for the cover. Bianca Belair with the victory.
Here is your winner, Bianca Belair.
Well, it's Bianca Belair, and she'll be walking away with the win tonight, guys.
I don't think she's ever looked more dominant.
Thank you for tuning in tonight, folks. We hope you enjoyed that great match.
The captain of team.
The following contest is a steel cage match. Making her way to the ring, representing the Hit Squad from Auckland, New Zealand, Dakota Kai.
This is great. Steel cage action coming up here, guys.
And I have to say, ever since WrestleMania 2, this match has been one of my favorites in all of WWE.
It's boss time! And here comes Sasha.
And from Boston, Massachusetts, Sasha Banks.
She fights to make it to the top just like every other superstar.
And look, there's nothing wrong with trying to make the light shine on you, but there are other women in the locker room in WWE. Banks is a glory hog. Sasha would wait in line for a refrigerator to open. She's that addicted to the spotlight.
She's good, though. We all know the only way to win this deal. What does Dakota Kai have in store? Backstabber!
Ouch! Warm up the buses. This one's over. I think I heard a bone break. She came here to fight, not lay down.
A surprising reversal from Sasha Banks. Oh, what a kick to the face.
Oh, my God.
But Sasha Banks pulls off the counter.
Oh, my God, what a forearm.
Right to the jaw.
Elbow right to the back of the neck.
Oof.
Setting up.
I just love steel cage matches. Guys, we know Sasha Banks is part of an historic night here when she squared off against Charlotte in the first ever women's Hell in a Cell match.
Unfortunately, the homecoming for Sasha was bittersweet. Yes, she was main eventing, but she left home worse than she entered without her women's championship.
Out of it in the corner. Wait a minute. Up on the top rope.
Hazardous part of town for these two competitors.
This could go south in a hurry. Here we go.
Superplex! Sasha Banks is really taking control of this match.
This is when it's boss time.
The boss is giving some serious orders right now.
That's too early for that. Look, I wasn't at all surprised when Sasha Banks lost the women's championship in her hometown. It is Boston, after all. Losing championships is like a way of life there. I will give Sasha credit, however, for her bravery in entering a brutal match like Hell in a Cell.
Well, I don't think either Sasha Banks or Charlotte have ever been the same since that night. They both left something behind in that demonic cell.
Producing a trampling.
Put into place.
Great counter.
Impressive in-ring IQ on display.
What a shot.
Sasha Banks dodged out of the way there.
The Irish curse. Solid contact from Dakota Kai.
Roundhouse kick.
What a series of strikes from one of the most prolific strikers in the game. Probably not going to win for a couple hundred years, Byron. You know why?
Applying a rigorous stretch.
This is not where the boss wanted to be.
Yeah, no bank statement here. Reverse time here on Sasha.
breaks it. Wow, she's quite the escape artist, Michael.
Jawbreaker!
Call the dentist.
You gotta love this match. So many different things happening all at once.
Guillotine applied.
She better do something fast.
She somehow breaks free.
But you have to wonder how much damage was done.
Wow, Sasha Banks gets the reversal.
Trademark backstabber from the boss.
Sasha Banks gets the win!
Check the tape. I'm sure she cheated.
Here is your winner, Sasha Banks.
It's a win here tonight for Sasha Banks.
That is just a huge win for Sasha Banks.
Yeah, the boss got to be feeling good after that one.
Byron, it just became iconic.
I know, I see it on the Tron.
The following contest is a steel cage match. Making her way to the ring, representing the Iconics, from Sydney, Australia, Peyton Royce.
Byron, I was back in the locker room area earlier today, and I heard Peyton Royce imitating you.
Imitating me?
It was an unbelievable impersonation.
She does great impressions. Spot on, Byron Saxton. Oh, and by the way, she also handles her business inside the ring. A student of Lance Storm, Peyton Royce is absolutely incredible. Look at her, Byron.
Yeah, I can see her.
Looks like Nikki wants to play.
And from Glasgow, Scotland, Nikki Cross.
I saw her warming up for the match outside the arena a little bit ago. She was licking the pavement.
Yeah, actually,
True story.
that doesn't sound too strange.
Nikki Cross would have succeeded where the Big Chief failed and thrown the sink out the window and freed all of the whack jobs in the asylum.
You should go and do an interview with her. You like one of those sit-downs, like just you and her in the back?
Yeah, I don't think my microphone works, though.
Here we go, steel cage action.
Nikki Cross has her hooked up.
Oh, it's raking the back.
Look at this. Boom, nice.
Up for the electric chair, down for the drop.
Neck breaker. For the win. Very curious move to go for a pinfall at this point.
She's more durable than she looks, guys.
Inverted DDT.
Peyton Royce.
Suplex.
Peyton Royce.
Suplex. Great usage of her hips. Another one. Could the third time be the charm, Byron?
I think so. She can't possibly come back from that.
Peyton Royce may just put this one to bed.
Still a lot more fight left.
I brought up this moment to you guys in catering earlier. This time Nikki Cross basically stole Shayna Baszler's NXT Women's Championship. It was amusing, confusing, and thrilling all at the same time. Of course, Nikki's pinfall on Shayna didn't count, but it was a fun trip to Bizarro World while it lasted.
Oh, it is aggression, just pure brutality.
Come on, easy.
Split leg drop.
I must admit, Royce is looking iconic now. Maintain the aggression.
Now trampling the opposition.
Oh, the Koji clutch locked in.
And Nikki Cross, hold on.
She works her way out of the hold.
And I don't know how. That was locked in pretty good.
Kick to the gut.
Looking stunned.
Looking rocked.
Oh, nasty shot to the throat.
Nikki Cross has her hooked up.
Oh, she's so good.
Fisherman's neck breaker.
Wow, I thought Peyton Royce wasn't going to kick out.
Yeah, it's going to take more than that.
Oh, this is not good at all. The pendulum backbreaker stretch.
Reflecting on that bizarre moment where Cross just created a title match for herself, it was appropriate since Nikki isn't about winning a championship. She's about taking it.
Listen, Nikki Cross is more fit for a straitjacket than she's a championship, but she did get a legitimate title opportunity with that little stunt. So those voices in her head might not be her own, but they've got some good ideas sometimes.
Things not going how she'd like.
This steel cage might be more than she bargained for.
Scoop slam. Oh, this is not good at all. The pendulum backbreaker stretch. What a treat we have here with WWE women's superstars in action.
Oh yeah, here's Nikki Cross. Peyton Royce was able to get out of the way there.
And the shoulders up.
I knew she could do it.
Oh, what a kick. Head crank. Look at this. Suplex.
Nice drop kick.
Masterful maneuver by Nikki Cross. Beautiful Northern Lights suplex.
The beginning, and here's a cover. Nikki Cross wins.
Here is your winner, Nikki Cross.
Now that's earning a well-fought victory.
Hey, she was the better woman of the two tonight. It's that simple.
I couldn't agree more. What an amazing contest that was.